In this video, I'll be showing how to place a front ABS wheel speed sensor on a Chevrolet Equinox. It is located behind the front wheels. Let's get started. Let's go and remove our left front wheel. There's 5 19mm lug nuts. Now that our wheel is removed, we could go ahead and start removing our T15 torque screws holding the fender liner down. You'll find them along the wheel well. I'm going to move along to the front portion of the fender liner and start removing our T15 torque screws using a T15 bit on a drill. Moving along the upper rear portion, you'll find 2 more. Now in the lower rear portion, you'll also find 2 more. Now we're going to find 2 more T15 screws along the inner part of the fender liner. Now in the upper part of the fender liner, you're going to find a push pin clip. I'll be removing this using a trim tool. Now we're going to move along to the mud guard under the front bumper and locate these 6 7mm bolts holding the mud guard down and the fender liner. I'll be using a 7mm to remove them. We're going to set our mud guard aside. Now we're going to go ahead and locate our last 7mm bolt, which was under the mud guard. Now let's go ahead and remove our fender liner. You're going to pull out from all corners. Now let's go to the back side of the knuckle. To remove our ABS wheel speed sensor, there's a T30 screw holding it down. I'll be using a T30 bit on a ratchet to remove it. Now we can remove our sensor from the knuckle. Now we're going to go ahead and follow the wire up to this clip on the knuckle. I'll be using a trim tool to remove it. Quick note, a common thing with these is them breaking inside the knuckle. So just take some needle nose pliers to remove it and replace it. I'm going to twist and remove it. Now we're going to follow along the wire to the strut and remove this rubber grommet holding it to the strut assembly. Just push up. Now we're going to move along to the body of the vehicle to locate these 2 clips holding the ABS wire down. One is behind the sway bar end link. I'll be removing them using a trim tool. Now set the ABS wire aside. Now we're going to follow the wire to the inner side of the frame. You'll locate another clip right here. Now for the other. Now let's follow our ABS wire towards the front of the vehicle. Following the wire, I did find 2 more clips here. I'll be removing them with my trim tool. As you can see, ours broke. We could just push it in and remove it from the bottom of the vehicle. And now for our last clip. Again, this one broke, so I'll just be removing it from the back. Now we're going to go and locate our electrical connector. As you can see, there's a red tab here. You are going to want to push this down. Now I'm going to push down on this black tab and remove the connector. Now inspect the harness for any corrosion or damage. Now we can remove our ABS wheel speed sensor. And there it is. Now I'm going to feed in my new ABS wheel speed sensor, connector side first, into the vehicle. Now let's start by installing our electrical connector. I'm going to slide it over in place and fully push down. Now I'm going to push the red tab up and make sure it's fully secured. Now let's work down the wire and reconnect our plastic connectors. Simply align and push down. Quick note, you want to route your ABS wire over this hard brake line. Now we're going to go ahead and locate 2 more plastic tips on the ABS wire. These are going to go to the chassis of the vehicle. Just going to push down and secure it. Now for our second clip. Now move along to our strut and rubber grommet. Simply just push down and make sure it's secure. Now I'm going to locate another plastic clip on the wire and I'm going to insert it into the knuckle. Now I'm going to slide my center into the knuckle and hand thread on my T30 torque screw. I'm going to make sure it's snug and torque this to 53 inch-pounds. Now that our sensor is installed, let's go ahead and reinstall our fender liner. Just going to slide it in place. Now with everything aligned, let's go ahead and install our T15 screws. So I'm just going to snug these down. Now I'm going to move to both screws on the inner part of the wheel well. Now for our push pin clip on the upper side of the fender liner. Push down and make sure it's secure. We're at where our mudguard went. I'm going to start by installing our 7mm bolt that went in this recessed hole. Just snug it down. Now for our mudguard and its 4 7mm bolts. Just line it up and install your bolts. Now let's reinstall our left front wheel. Just snug these up by hand. I'm going to tighten these in a crisscross pattern. So just snug them down for now. Now let's go ahead and torque these to 100 foot-pounds in a crisscross pattern. And that completes our install. Make sure you don't have any ABS lights on, and thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.